First of all, just a very big thank you to Preggy and First National Bank. Also to the Sunday Times. Great idea, and I think it's got a lot of potential to keep going. We recognise in 3 to 3.5 minutes, not very easy to get a detailed concept across. You've got to have good presentation skills and ability in a short period of time to get your ideas and your thoughts across. So we'd recommend you look into that and keep improving, because as you are entrepreneurs, you're going to spend more time presenting.
The range and variety of presentations were amazing.
I know it's quite nervous sitting on the other side, but you guys did phenomenally well.
Great ideas, all of them. My sense was that people were not cutting to the chase very quickly, especially if all you have is 3 minutes.
Some great ideas, and I certainly believe that some of you are really have got some great product to take forward.
Overall, I thought the presentations were fantastic, and it was a tough decision that the Sharks came to decide who the winner would be.
Well done to the person that won, and certainly congratulations to all those that presented and gave us something to think about.
And the winner is...
My name is Greg De Beyer. The concept we presented today is the Moby Keg. It is a completely demountable and portable beer dispensing unit. It dispenses beer from a keg. The keg is placed into the bottom of the unit. It has a CO2 nitrogen gas bottle inside there that pressurizes the beer, and inside this lid at the top you put a bag of ice that you buy from a petrol station or from any convenience store, and within a minute to 2 minutes you're dispensing cold beer at 2 degrees. The nice part about this unit is that it is completely portable. The top and bottom dismounts, the graphic peels away, and the entire unit dismantles and goes into a bag. You can easily put 2 or 3 units on the back seat of a standard small sedan.
Greg, outstanding, really outstanding presentation. I guess Smitty's the guy to speak to, because he's at the stadium, you know, and of course a lot of challenges that you've got out there with, getting your product licensed and into the market and so on. But nevertheless, an excellent presentation.
Hi, my name is Hamza Desai, and I've come up with the concept of replacing your conventional boarding passes at the airports. We would like to replace the ticket and put it onto your thumbprint or fingerprints, and you would be easily identified with your fingerprints via a fingerprint scanner. It would save time for travelers, and it would make life easier, where you wouldn't have to keep pulling out your IDs or driver's license, nor would you have lost boarding passes.
We thought it was very creative what you came up with. We thought there were going to be quite a few barriers in the implementation of your idea, because you're dealing with airlines and airports and civil aviation authorities and so on. Maybe a little bit, more difficult to implement, but nevertheless, don't give up on your idea, because anything that can simplify travel, I think people would really be going for.
Hi, I'm Naresh Sundarprasad. My concept is photoluminous road marking paint. Basically, my concept requires the remarking of our national and local roads in order for us to derive the benefit from the luminous paint, which basically charges during the day using normal UV sunlight and glows for about 8 to 10 hours automatically at night. This will assist our drivers in finding their directions and trying to bring down and minimize our accident and fatality rate in our country at the moment.
Excellent idea. Perhaps first world versus our world, not quite up with Canada, need a little bit more thinking. You didn't get across the fact that whilst it was more expensive to begin with, over time it would last longer than the product that you would be replacing, plus the jobs that would be created. And we weren't 100% sure about what it would do to the driving statistics, to the accident statistics. Maybe a discussion with a civils company, to begin with, to see where, people who are into the road fixing and building areas, it may be of some great interest to them.
My concept is the photovoltaic bus shelter, and what it can do, the functions is provide to charge your mobile phones, to have remote display advertising, and furthermore is actually creating of jobs. What's unique about this is that you're able to have lots of data through wireless connectivity, Bluetooth technology, and I feel that it's something new, fresh to South Africa, and it's something that will revolutionize Durban as a whole.
We thought you also had a very good idea. One of our sharks, John Smith, has had a lot to do with advertising at the stadium, and one thing he shared with us that he's learned is that eyeballs is really what counts in advertising, and that's television. So we thought you may have, some difficulties there in getting the advertisers with your product, but nevertheless, a good idea. Worried a little bit about the cost of having people patrol the various bus shelters, and the cost associated with it versus the revenue that you would be able to bring in. But nevertheless, great idea.
I plan to create a global e-commerce business specializing in the manufacture of 3D dental crowns and other dental fixtures using 3D laser cutting technology. My solution enables a dentist to scan and digitize a dental mold using a 3D imaging kit that my company will supply. The digitized image is then uploaded to a server via the company's e-commerce business site. The server receives the request and dispatches a job to carve a dental crown from a block of porcelain. The cut crown is then posted or hand-delivered to the dentist. The benefits of my design is that it is cost-effective. It gives you more bang for your money. It takes much quicker time to manufacture, and it's a superior product.
Devin, we got into the technology. Some of us are a bit older than you, so it takes a bit longer to understand. But we got into it at the end where you had the concept of a kit, which would be at the dentist, and a central area where you would get it processed. We think it's a very good idea. We hope, as John said, that you wouldn't be dependent on the postal service, but maybe courier would be something that could be used. But it was a very good presentation, depending on economies of scale, is what we saw.
Well, basically, the idea of my business is Siyafikisa tent hire and deliveries. Basically, what it does, it rents out tents on a daily basis, depending on the requirements of the renter. And it also does deliveries to wherever the person requires the tent to be delivered to. It's not only limited to delivering tent, it also does general deliveries for municipalities, for furniture shops, and also for other people like who are doing rituals and need to transport animals for slaughtering and all that thing. It also does general supplying. It also rents out other things like trailers or mobile freezers. Yes, so basically that's the idea. One benefit is that for people who are around 1 kilometer radius, the tent can be delivered to them for free.
Luba, we liked very much your idea of the market that you've got. You're in a very specific marketplace. Speaking from my own potential experience, I've lost money. I've had many deals in my career, and I've lost where I didn't have the market or I didn't understand the market properly. And you certainly in your area have that market. You're operating. You've got a good plan. Perhaps we thought maybe, the add-ons that you could get on there, you could maybe think a little bit bigger than perhaps what you were thinking.
I'm doing the agriculture sector whereby I'll be plowing vegetables, different kinds of vegetables like peanuts, carrots, and the tomatoes. The community will be the people that will be employed, especially the women of the rural area, because I want to upgrade them. I want to bring this light to the rural areas, whereby they'll be able to live from what they are working with their own hands. And the other thing is, the market for this will be the spa of Mtubatuba, and also the people of the community. They'll be buying this food from me. And my aim is to enlighten the community, is to give them a chance to be able to do something for themselves, to be able to live.
We loved your thoughts and ideas. The permissions that you had to go through. You know, that's one thing that I think everybody needs to understand, particularly in our country today. You've got to get licensing and permission capabilities. You know, you've done a wonderful job in that area. You've done your detailed planning. You know, your business plan to market, you may have to jack up a little bit how you're actually going to get it sold. But the peanuts, you know, I think that's something that you need to look at.
What I basically do is I've turned my hobby into a bit of a business. These miniature engines are quite capable of hauling large volumes of people, a little bit of bigger scale than this, and I've built a railway in the Midlands where I entertain people on weekends with train rides, proper steam engines that work on coal and water, as they did 100 years ago. It's located at the Piggly Wiggly estate in the KZN Midlands. There's big plans to expand the property into winelands and with a hotel and equestrian centre going up. The track will eventually circumnavigate the entire farm with stops at various locations, so you can catch a train from the one setup to the next. Future plans include expanding the railway as it stands at the moment. I have also negotiations at the moment with other facilities that would like a same sort of setup at their events and attractions. So the track itself will be lengthened, the rolling stock will be increased, and more engines are being built as we speak.
Andries, excellent presentation. Not many people who can have a hobby and a business. I think that we saw one risk with your business, and that was you. You're the key man, you know, and, you know, please God, you're going to live until my age at least, you know, because I'm old. But, you know, that was a little bit of a risk that we didn't see how we would counter that.
Good day. My name is Catherine Cure. My company is Data Mana, and I undertake independent analysis of your marketing data and particularly your digital data. That is extracting actionable insights from your marketing data. The Indian Mana is chosen because it is highly adaptable, curious, intelligent, articulate, and innovative, and as a direct result, it has successfully outcompeted all other birds in its niche, which is precisely what you require from your marketing intelligence. The problem is that companies are looking for digital strategies to ensure growth, but who do you look to for dispassionate advice driven by data? Data Mana aims to fill that gap. My customer base would be particularly business-to-business companies that are medium-sized who require somebody to help them align their brand strategy with their marketing strategy and to give some kind of analysis of digital strategies and in particular with social media.
You came across so well. You're a very intelligent person, got great analytical skills. But, you know, saying I suck at marketing, you know, is kind of, it's important for us to understand the market and how you're going to penetrate that market, you know. But be encouraged because you've really got something to offer, value to add.